life coach. Danny Bonaduce, life coach. He was
All right, it is in fact time for Danny Bonaduce, life coach. Give me a call right now, 1-800-252-1025, or email me at lifecoach@kzok.com. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Let us talk with Jason in Seattle. Good morning, Jason.
What's up, Danny? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, thanks. What's up with you?
Well, I was calling about, I'm an addict. I've been an addict for 20 years. I've been struggling with heroin addiction.
Right.
And
by the way, I'm sorry. That's a huge drag. The juggling act that is heroin, man, because you get, I don't know, how long is it great for? You're going to go with me on this, Jason? Is it really good for about 6 months? It feels good. It's wonderful. But 6 months in, you're trying to chase it. You're not really getting high anymore. You've got abscesses all over yourself. You're sick the second you don't need it. It's the most important thing in your life, including your wife and kids. It's all about heroin, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
All right.
It consumes. It's all consuming. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Jason. It's awful. So what can I do for you?
Well, I've tried treatment. I've tried methadone. I've tried the Suboxone thing on and off. Every time I go through methadone or Suboxone or treatment, second I'm done, I'm right back on it.
Now, why are you ever done with Suboxone? Do you have to stop taking it?
No, I feel more like I'm ready to stop. I don't want to. I'm at the point where I'm just so over it. I don't want to be dependent.
You know what? I do the alcohol thing the same way you do the heroin thing. I take a pill. I take Antabuse, and it makes you violently ill if you get any alcohol in your bloodstream. But I've taken it for all 4 years, and I plan to take it forever. I don't want the control in my life. You know what? I'll have one drink today, and then I'll start again tomorrow. I don't want that because I don't think I'll make that. I think then I'll be drinking again for the next 10 years, and I won't quit again until everybody hates me.
Yeah, I'm destroying, all I'm doing is hurting everybody around me.
Yes, you are.
Everybody around me, and I just can't figure out how to put an end to it. It's like I've lost control of how to live my life.
Well, I'm going to, off the top of my head, I'm going to say, now I only know about my pill. The research I've done on my pill that helps me not drink is I can take it forever. I never have to stop taking it. I would think you should Google and find out, or ask your doctor, although I like Google better than doctors, if you can keep taking it forever. And if the answer is yes, you should. And you have to remember, when you start to feel good, it's almost like psych meds. I say the same thing about psych meds. Pretty soon you go, why am I taking this medication? I'm not crazy. I feel great. Same thing with things for drugs and alcohol. You know what? I feel great. I'm going to stop taking this and take control of my life. Control of your life isn't that great of a thing. Not drinking or drug until your family leaves you and you spend all your money and you live in a van down by the river. Not that great. So what is your exact question for me, Jason?
How do I get clean, man? I mean, how can I don't know what I don't. If I knew the question, I'd know the answer. You know what I mean?
I don't know that that's true, man. You are playing. I don't want to be melodrama, but you're dealing with the devil when you're dealing with heroin.
But you've already given him really great advice, which is he doesn't need to stay off it unless medically required.
No, what happens is you feel like, for lack of a better word, a punk. I don't need this. Why am I can just turn this stuff down. Stay on your meds. Stay with your counselor. Go to NA, that's Narcotics Anonymous, and do all that stuff until it plays out. What's the longest time you've had free?
About 3 months.
3 months. Can you make it a year? I mean, you're calling me. You must really want to get off this crap. Do you think you could buckle? Maybe 6 months. Can you get 6 months?
If I get back on one of the programs, I think I could.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get back on one of the programs, and when 6 months come in, I want you to tell everybody at your meeting or whatever it is you're doing, your plan to stop taking your medications, and watch how fast they'd say, don't do it. And very hopefully you won't do it. You'll listen to the people around you because it's now, you're a grown man, Jason. Your guts and stuff and your kidneys and your spleen and all that stuff is not going to react that well to heroin and withdrawal anymore. Suboxone, I want you to take your Suboxone, and I want you to go to Narcotics Anonymous. Good luck, Jason. I appreciate it. Yeah, good luck.
If you've got a question for the life coach, now is the time to call 800-252-1025. Any kind of problem, whether it's work or drugs, dependency, relationships, anything, Danny can help you.
I can. It's true.
Dustin in Tacoma is on for the life coach.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Danny, how you doing this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. What's up with you?
Hey, I wanted to give you an update on some advice you gave me not too long ago.
All right.
Well, it might have been a little while. About a year and a half ago, I called you. I've been dating this fantastic girl for a little while, and I was having a problem telling her I loved her because I'd been hurt in the past. And you essentially...
I remember you. I remember you, Dustin. All right, what happened?
All right, so I told her everything was great. We ended up moving in together about a year ago, and our anniversary was this last weekend, and we decided to come up to Seattle. We live down in Oregon. I drive truck for a living. That's how I'm up here all the time.
Right.
We came up to Seattle, and I proposed to her on top of the Space Needle. She said yes, and we're getting married.
Congratulations, Dustin.
Dustin, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Do you know Gibbons on the show?
Yes.
Okay, he just came in. He's got a new girlfriend. She's all grown up. I met her, and it's my bet that he's going to ask her to marry her within the next 4 months. And this, by the way, Gibbons, is just how great new love sounds.
Right? It's a good thing.
But
It
it's
is a good
all
thing.
thanks to the life coach because he didn't know how to tell her his feelings and he was afraid. He'd been in bad relationships and you helped him get over that hump, tell his girlfriend he loved her, and now they're getting married.
Well, that's what I do, and congratulations, Dustin.
Congratulations, Dustin. See, Danny Bonaduce can help you.
I can, and I do, and I will.
800-252-1025. Make that call now to talk with Danny Bonaduce or email lifecoach@KZOK.com. Rachel in Tacoma sent an email. There's a group of women in my office who relish excluding other women from their clique. They plan outings like lunch, coffee, and they seem to delight in making other women feel not welcome. It's like I'm in high school all over again. I know it shouldn't bother me, but it does. Is there anything I can do to just get over it or to get them to change?
Oh, forget them. Why would you ever think that you're going to get grown women to change being catty? I'm going to teach birds not to fly. That's what's going to happen there. These ladies are going to be got it for not caring. I'm going to say this. You do pictures in your mind, images in your mind. What do you think that they do when they're out to lunch? They just talk bad of their coworkers at work. That's all they do. They start, it's like I was in the room. They start by talking about their kids, who they love more than anything else. Yet, the conversation within 10 minutes turns to how much better they are than you guys. So, the one thing, my mind says to you that, start your own little group that lunches and get a cool hobby and have a couple of martinis at lunch because I recommend that. But if that won't do it for you, then you just got to imagine what it is they do at lunch. And I'm telling you, it's embarrassing and it's shallow. And you know what? You're not the only one at the office noticing this. You know what? You have somebody, and I think everybody does. Everybody here can confide it in the other guy here. If something was going on, I could talk to my friend Sarah and say, here's what's happening. I think you've got a coworker at work that knows this is happening, that maybe you've already discussed this with. Talk to her, maybe go have lunch with her and realize, hey, these people that cut you out, because I know these people. I hate these people. They relish in making you feel less than. They're going to do something to prove that you are less than. The thing there is to find what their value and then ignore them because there is no value there.
This is Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. He is solving your problems one phone call or one email at a time. 800-252-1025. Lisa and Lacey, you're on with Danny.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Danny.
How are you?
I've watched you my whole life on the Partridge Family.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I loved you when I was young. But anyway,
Not
my
anymore.
daughter...
I'm over that now. I don't know what I saw in you back then. So what do you got for me, Lisa?
My daughter's an alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
and a pretty bad one. She got pulled over at a 3.7.
What?
Almost killed someone.
Herself, a 3.7. That's outlandish, a 3.7.
I know. And she has a breathalyzer in her car. It's due to come out. I'm like petrified because she drinks every single night of her life, and somehow she's managed to, get through this. I mean, it's like another month and this breathalyzer is supposed to come out.
And how is she getting around it? Does she have somebody blowing it for her?
I'm not really sure how she. I know a lot of times she has to get rides. People have to pick her up
Yeah.
and give her rides to work, and she works a pretty important job.
Well, think about that, Lisa, and everybody else. Think about that. She said sometimes she's got to get rides to work. What that means to me, you do get some sleep. Your body will pass out. When she wakes up in the morning, her blood alcohol level is still too high to start that car. Your daughter's in some trouble, Lisa. We better get to the bottom of this.
I'm scared to death. I mean, I am, and she's such a good person. She's got a great heart, but she's drinking so high she's vomiting with her head, like people have told me that if they didn't roll her over, she would choke to death. We've done quite a few interventions. She's been in 3 different places so far.
Now, when you say she works a pretty important job, you said, is it a big job? Do I know it? Am I aware of this company?
It's an insurance firm.
Okay, they've got a drug and alcohol program. I wondered about that. They've got a drug and alcohol program. One of the things your daughter needs to do is go to her boss and say, hey, I need help. I'm an alcoholic, because they won't fire her. They'll save her job for her till she gets out of rehab. Now, that's a hard thing to do, to try and get help when you got to keep your job. If you go to a place like an insurance company, is perfect. They definitely have this. They will save her job for her and pay for her to go to rehab. That's one of the answers. Now, I want you to do that. Don't forget that I said that, because I'm about to gloss over it and go to something else. I bring up the thing I do to get by every single day, and that's this Bonaduce stuff that I take. So you get violently ill if you drink. Here's the problem with that. I thought I was the worst kind of alcoholic there was, because I did so many stupid things and made so many people hate me. I'm not the worst kind of alcoholic there is, because there's an alcoholic will drink through this crap. They'll go to the ER because it poisons you, and they'll go to the ER gladly so they can drink again the next day. But shy of that guy, that alcoholic's 1 in a million. I really recommend this Bonaduce stuff, but your daughter needs to go to her boss at the insurance company and say, I have a problem with drugs and alcohol, and they will pay for her to go to treatment and save her job for her, and that's the law.
Yeah, and it does seem like she needs some help.
Somebody's got to have any girl they can drink till a 3-7. Unbelievable. So she needs some help, and she can get it. It's there for the asking, and that's the thing with a lot of people.
Absolutely. Danny, I think we've got time for one more email.
All right.
On the Life Coach.
Hey, good luck there, Lisa. I appreciate the call, and good luck to your daughter.
You've always got the ability to communicate with Danny via email. It's lifecoach@KZOK.com. Kathy in Seattle sent an email. My husband of 21 years is in jail for something he didn't do. I'm supporting him and trying to keep our home for when he's released. All of our kids are gone except our son, who's turning 18 in August. Who turned 18 in August. He has quit school, he doesn't have a job, and all he does during the day is sleep, eat, and play video games.
Good. Tell your husband to clean up the cell for when your kid gets there. Oh. Yeah. Don't you smell that? Yeah. That's what's coming.
He stays out all night, drinks, and smokes weed with his friends. My husband feels sorry for him and blames himself because he hasn't been there for him. But I think he thinks if he had been around that the son would have turned out better. My opinion is my son's lazy and is just blaming others for his problem.
Good for you. Most people can't see their kids' shortcomings. I think it's really good that you can see through this fog.
My question to you, Life Coach, is how do I get this kid out of my house? And should I just leave him alone and let his dad deal with it when he gets out of jail?
Well, I appreciate this email, by the way. It sounds like a serious problem. Here's the thing. There are other ramifications for your kid living the way he does besides, not having a job or anything. Look at your husband. He's in jail. Now, you say it's for something he didn't do. Offhand, I don't believe it. If you ask around in jail, apparently nobody committed a crime. But I'll take your word for it. You gave me an email, and I love you for it. But you got to, a little hardball with your kid. I'm going to ask you questions like you're there. Does he have a computer in the house that he uses? Yes, he does. Well, cancel it.
Okay.
Does he watch cable?
Yes.
Cancel it.
Okay.
Does he have food preferences?
Yes.
Bummer. He gets Stouffer's for the rest of his life, although I kind of like Stouffer. But really, stop paying for this kid's enjoyment and just pay for his life. You're a wonderful mom. I love that about you. You're taking care of this kid, but it doesn't need to come with wings,
Well, you've also said a lot with this problem. Start charging them rent.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. I was just getting to that. Absolutely. And if they want something better, they can pay for their own food. Now, he doesn't have a job, he won't get any of that. There's certain things, because you're a decent woman, you're going to feed this kid, you're going to keep the lights on, only because I can't figure out how to turn the lights on in his room, because I would. But there's no gravy anymore. There's no, he doesn't get to sit. If he plays video games, that just ended. He needs to pay for his life now. And I appreciate that you're willing to guard him, but you can see, well, my kid's lazy. Most people don't realize that. Let him pay for his mistakes in advance. Hey, that's all the time we have for Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. I appreciate it very much. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones. Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.